everyone! Welcome to Ayana's Musings and happy holidays! First off, I would like to thank you all for tuning in to the videos that I have made so far, and I hope in one way or another it helped you along the way or give you an idea of what the K1 visa process or petition looks like. And today we will be talking about how we expedited our K1 visa petition or application. And it might not be applicable for you, but if you also wanted to try it, I will share with you how we did it and what the timeline looks like. So let's begin. Alright, to start with, let us identify first kung sino ba yung pwedeng mag-expedite. So first, if your child who is applying for a K2 visa is not already 21 but will turn 21 years old before December 31, 2021. If your K2 follow to join applicants will lose follow to join eligibility from the time the principal applicant was issued a K1 visa. Third, if you have a U.S. citizen child who will travel with you, or I think this is fondly called the CRBA child. And then fourth, if the petitioner is an active duty U.S. military member with pending deployment orders, pending permanent change of station orders, or other logistical considerations. And then lastly, the petitioner has documented medical issues and is currently in the Philippines and unable to travel to the United States without assistance from the K1 applicant. So overall, that's 5 cases that you can expedite according to the K1 visa processing FAQs from the U.S. Embassy in Manila. Now, overall, you can check if you qualify, but I would say you can just try and ask because it will not hurt your case, but you can always try and see and let them check if you qualify or not. So I hope that's clear, and I will also link that to my description box below so you could click it and it would go directly to the U.S. Embassy Manila Facebook page. Now in my case, we fall under the category number 4, which is my petitioner is an active duty U.S. military member and he had a pending permanent change of station orders or PCS orders. So that also falls in the different logistical considerations that we needed. And that's why I'm still in the Philippines and he has the permanent change of station of PCS orders, and there were a lot of logistical concerns that we needed to reconcile, and so that's where we decided to file for an expedite. Now, today, let's move forward into looking at our timeline, and I will explain to you how the process went like. So first, after receiving our NOAA 2, we sent an inquiry through their website or the public inquiry form of NVC. Now you can see, or you've seen it in the previous slide, what is the entire website or URL link is, and you could click that. Now what you should input are the following. So the case number found in your NOAA, it should be the same from all the notices that you received from NOAA 1 and NOAA 2, and then the principal name. And so since I inquired for our Manila case number, so I put my name and then the date of birth, the petitioner name, the inquirer, which is the principal applicant or me, and then all the remaining spaces are blank. I put NA just to be sure that it's not left blank and it would actually go through somebody who will check it, and then my functional email. So first, after we received the NOAA 2, we actually waited for about 2 weeks. And then we were just expecting that we will already have our Manila case number, but we did not. So that led us to actually inquiring through the NVC public inquiry form. And I've posted or shared the link in the previous slide. And then you input the following as explained. And then towards the end, there should be a box, a blank space for you to add other details or anything, that a place where you could type something. So what I did, I actually just put, hello, our application was received and approved by the USCIS, and then the date. I'm inquiring if our case was received by NVC and would like to know what is our case number so we could track the status through the CEAC website or the SEAC website. And then I attach a photo of our NOAA 2 as a proof that we already received all of those. And so in that case, that's the first step that we did, because you should know first what is your case number, and it should start with an MNL if you're based in the Philippines. Now let's check out the timeline of what happened next. From January 29, we filed that inquiry through NVC using their website, and that's what I have explained in the previous slide. And then immediately after about 6 days, the NVC answered our inquiry and gave us the case number. So it should be MNL 2021, that's the year, present year, plus 6 digits. And after that, we have received our case number, and then we check it through the SEAC website, and it already states that it's at NVC. Now after that, on March 26, we requested expedite processing through the email nvcexpedite@state.gov with our email message and attached the evidences. So basically, it took one step after the other in order for us to proceed to the following or to the next steps. See, after filing an expedite last March 26, 2021, on April 8, about 13 days, the NVC acknowledged our expedite request and it is up for review. So that means it's not yet approved, but they acknowledge that they have received the documents and our request. And then on April 13, NVC notified us that U.S. Embassy accepted the case for expedite processing. That means they will send the file to U.S. Embassy Manila. And then on April 15, 2021, we received an official letter from the National Visa Center that they have forwarded our case to U.S. Embassy Manila. So as you can see within the progress of the timeline, you will actually receive legit information accordingly and have an update with all of the phases that you've been doing. Alright, so from April 15, 7 days after, that's April 22, the U.S. Embassy Manila sent the interview schedule to my fiancé through his email. So that's why it's very important that along the lines while you're trying to expedite or first filed your expedite request, you should always check your email, not really constantly, but at least you have the habit of checking it every day or throughout the day. And so that email was coming from Manila IV Info. So it says it's a do not reply email, but technically it included all the information, what time was the interview, when is it, and all the details including that. And then on April 22, same day when he received the email, he forwarded it to me. I immediately applied for an online registration for my medical schedule at St. Luke's. Now, I already explained this in my previous video, the tips during my interview, that usually sa SLEC, medyo wala ng schedule if you book it in the same month. So it's usually stretched out for the next month. So what I did was actually I just registered online and walked in days after that. So that means as long as you're in the system and they acknowledge that there are different cases like expedite cases or returning for those who have sputum tests, and they will still accommodate you. But of course there will be enough time and you just have to go there early. And then from that, I went to my interview on May 6, 2021. And then following my interview, on the same day, since I went there 8:05 a.m. in the morning, lumabas na ako around 9:30. And then in the afternoon, that's also where I scheduled my CFO teleconsulting through their website and was able to get a hold with a counselor for the next following days. So yes, that's it overall for the entire timeline of how we expedited our case. Now, I hope you do find this helpful. It may not apply to everyone yet, but this is just an example of the whole expedite process, and if you fall into the category of your fiancé being an active duty military, and he has pending deployment orders, you have PCS coming up soon, or any logistical consideration, you can really try that. And if others, you don't fall into the category and you see any medical reason that you can expedite, you can always try, because at the end of the day, it does not hurt your case. Hindi mababawasan yung processing times or anything about that. So if you just want to try, go for it. Now, if you do have questions, please comment down below, or you can reach out to my Instagram. I have attached it to my YouTube channel homepage, and so you can click that. And like specifics on the email, I can also share that to you. Just do reach out to me, and I will try to put that in the description box. But if not, you can just comment it and we can talk about it, and I could email it to you or send it through Instagram. So I hope you find this helpful. I'm about to close up all the K1 details, but before that, let me know what else you wanted to ask for the entire process. I'll try to put up a video to that, because after this, if there's nothing else that comes up to my mind, I will give the entire timeline of my K1 visa or petition process. Because right now, I'm happy to announce that finally I'm almost done to in my adjustment of status or AOS stage. I have an interview coming up soon for my I-1485. That's for the conditional green card. And so coming up next, after all this K1 visa process, I'll be talking about the adjustment of status. So if you want to know more about it, if you have questions, if you have requests to make videos relating to K1 visa, and soon I'll be putting up my AOS process, comment out below, and please subscribe to my channel, and so you would know any updates of the videos that I have posted. So that's it for now. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you're all safe, happy spending time with your family, and I'm here cheering for you to be reunited with your loved ones. Happy holidays! Bye!